Hey there, I'm Peter Subrashi. Hello. Today I'm going to be teaching you a phrase that I was taught when I was travelling around Japan. It's a phrase that I wish I knew before I came to Japan because it would have saved me a lot of trouble. So here's the backstory. I was in Nagasaki staying in a hostel and I went into the common room at this hostel one night and there were two Japanese girls there. They were really cool Japanese girls. They were like, hi, and they were really casual and I was like, hang on, they must be from Kansai because they were really friendly and just, fun. And yeah, they were from Osaka, so that's why they were like really easy to chat to, even though they didn't know English. And of course, I don't know Japanese because I'm not as super rushy as I sound. But we got talking anyway with very basic Japanese. So I was telling them about kangaroos. Obviously, that's my big draw card. As an Australian, I can talk about kangaroos. Have I seen a kangaroo? Yeah, I've seen kangaroos. But the thing is, to Japanese people, kangaroos are kawaii. But for me, as an Australian, kangaroos are not kawaii. They're kawaii. But anyway, while we were talking about kangaroos, I let slip that I've eaten kangaroos before, which made me look like a monster because, kangaroos are kawaii. Why am I eating kangaroos? But to me, they're kawaii, and I've got a bit of a backstory to this too. You see, my grandparents have a farm in southwestern Victoria, which is my state in Australia. And they had a dog called Blackie, and the dog was called Blackie because it was black, so it just shows the power of imagination. Anyway, I loved Blackie. Blackie was my best friend in the whole world. And one day, Blackie's minding his own business on the farm, just being a dog, woof woof, bark bark, and this kangaroo starts hopping around him, just like taunting him basically. So Blackie had no choice but to chase after it and try and kill it, right? So anyway, this kangaroo's hopping away, trying to get away from Blackie, showing off basically. But Blackie was a very smart dog, and he realised that kangaroos can't swim, but dogs can. You see, there's no such thing as kangaroo paddle. There's doggy paddle, which Blackie was good at, but there's no kangaroo paddle. But the thing about kangaroos is they don't play fair. They're like really dirty fighters. They'll grab you in a headlock and they'll start kicking you. Anyway, that's what happened in the lake. The kangaroo grabbed Blackie in a headlock. So poor Blackie, can't do anything. Started kicking him. Both of them drowned together in the lake. Murder-suicide. That kangaroo killed my best friend in the whole world. Now do you understand why I eat kangaroo? But anyway, I needed to tell these Japanese girls why I eat kangaroo, but I didn't really know how to explain that in a sentence. I knew how to say dog, inu. I knew kangaroo is kangaroo. I knew that killing is korosu, or koroshita is to be killed. And I knew that grandfather was oji-san, or sofu, if it's your grandfather. And I knew that I didn't know how to put it in a sentence on the spot. So I was spitting out these random words and it took a while for the girls to work out what I was saying. Eventually they did work out what I was saying and they corrected my grammar. So I learnt a new phrase. Kangaroo ga sofu no inu o koroshita. Kangaroo ga sofu no inu o koroshita. So anyway, there's a new phrase. It'll be particularly handy if you did have a grandfather's dog who was killed by a kangaroo. But use it even if you're not in that situation because it's always going to get a good reaction. Anyway, thank you for watching and subscribe.